Now, you've made a lot of incredible shots. Did you ever feel lucky? Did you ever, like, hit one and just go, whoo-hoo-hoo?
Just looked like he was living in his own world. And then, you know, he wasn't even being aggressive offensively as the Michael that I have known or come to know. But throughout that game, you could just see he started to feel it a little bit. And as always, once he started to feel it, we just flooded with the basketball. But
as far as LeBron and Michael, if Michael played in this era, he'll average 50.
Michael Jordan announced today he's coming back to basketball.
Jordan returns to the NBA on NBC at noon Eastern.
Yes, that was 636 days ago, so 21 months after his last appearance in an NBA game. Only 5 months after his number 23 was raised to the rafters in Chicago, Michael Jordan has returned, and he's wearing number 45.
A lot of special moments in NBA basketball. Usually the opening game of the season, the playoffs, 7th game of the series, the finals. I don't know about you, but I got the goosebumps for this one. This is very special.
The moment is nearly at hand. Michael Jordan's return to the NBA.
He was the greatest practice player I've ever seen. I've never seen a guy practice this hard. And that's what we should be showing the kids. Because we're just showing them the games when the lights are on. This guy would, I've never seen someone this competitive and it's always on.
His dominance, his sort of, king of the hill mentality. So you went into every game like, yeah, he's on our side. But you went into every practice like, I better not get on his bad side, and so it was an interesting combination. He raised the level of every practice.
Oh, this is all good. What else is there for Michael Jordan to accomplish? What haven't you done that personally you want to achieve? You've broken the records. You won the championships. You are the greatest athlete.
Great compliments. I think the reason I still play the game is because I still want to win. So I'm looking forward to winning my 6th championship.
Michael Jordan's first full season back after giving baseball a try. The Bulls won an NBA record 72 games in the regular season.
Which they terrorized the playoffs.
This team is seen as possibly the greatest of all time.
Just looked over at Spike Lee and waved bye-bye. This one ends appropriately enough in front of New York's most celebrated fan, Spike Lee.
And through most of the country, really, is that these NBA Finals loom not so much as a competition as a coronation.
With 72 wins, all the consecutive winnings, games that we won, but by no means do we want to do all that and then be the team to lose. The Seattle Supersonics in the finals.
And Mark, he has come all the way back to best player and MVP status.
And then he played a 63-win Sonics team and beat them in 6 games. No one ever took them 7 games in the finals.
The Bulls were able to complete the dream season and win the
This is possibly Jordan's most valuable ring, as it's the first after his father's passing and the 72-10 season.
Going around this building right now, Michael Jordan is
16,100 fans in attendance and the 600 million watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yes. Not bad for a guy playing with flu symptoms.
And the Jazz not able to get to their offensive glass. Ostertag was great. Karl Malone's got the 3,000.
I mean, it was the man could hardly walk. He could hardly breathe. And he elevated himself.
Jordan to the cutting Longley.
If you give up, then they give up. You know, so I didn't want to give up. You know, no matter how sick I was, or how tired I was, or how, low on energy I was.
And he's tied the game.
Like the things that he does over and over again is like Michelangelo repainting the Sistine Chapel over and over again.
Near exhaustion, ready to fall over. He's got his team tied now.
And they called a timeout, how he came out of the ball game and plopped on the seat, and that's what he did. He just plopped
He
down.
won't even take the Gatorade.
He doesn't want to waste any energy. No high fives, no lifting water to his mouth. He is exhausted.
A heroic performance by Michael Jordan.
I mean, as long as he plays the game, he's going to amaze us no matter what.
Yeah! They lead it! 38 points for the Kings!
Leaning on Scotty as they walked off the floor. I'm not sure he had full mobility.
You know what? Michael wasn't saying much. He just had this look like he was living in his own world. And then, he wasn't even being aggressive offensively as the Michael that I have known or come to know. But throughout that game, you could just see he started to feel it a little bit. And as always, once he started to feel it, we just flooded with the basketball. But he was very quiet. Didn't say much when he went to the bench. He was just kind of in his own world. And for guys who never played with Michael, I've played with him, so I've seen these moments where he kind of shunned everybody out.
Right.
That was one of those moments where he was just trying to gather himself and just stay in the game. We thought at any moment he may go to the locker room or puke up on the floor.
Looks like he's a boxer just hanging on along the performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan. A performance that I think will go down as one of the greatest of his career because of the situation. The Bulls have won the title by the Cleveland Jazz 90-86 in its bedlam here at the United Center.
And Michael had his 5th Finals MVP and the Bulls their 2nd championship in a row.
Growing up as a kid and watching those Celtics and the Lakers and teams that were great back in those days, I could never dream of myself being in that position. But, I feel like that our basketball team has came to a point where we're far beyond those teams.
Inside, they've already begun the chant of beat the Bulls. Jordan for 3.
The next season was the Utah Jazz. And just like Mike always did, he came to do one thing: win.
He's got 21.
Michael Jordan always took his game to another level in the playoff.
Jordan pulls up.
Like we've never seen before.
And connects.
But as far as LeBron and Michael, if Michael played in this era, he'll average 50. He averaged 50 points. LeBron's a great talent, no doubt. He's probably one of the top 3 players ever played with Kobe, Magic, Kareem. But Michael's right there. I don't know why you guys discuss the GOAT. Why you discuss the GOAT?
I agree. 25 for MJ.
6 titles, 6 Finals MVPs.
Backcourt, Stockton, a three. It's there! Pippen into Jordan. Michael working on Russell. Brings them to within one. Michael Jordan with 45.
Michael never clears, so Malone doesn't see him. He comes from the blind side and strips him.
Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds.
So 3 crucial plays here by Michael Jordan now as he gets Brian Russell with a quick crossover. Look at Brian Russell slips, and Michael pulls up and buries the shot to give him a 1-point lead.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their second three-peat.
I think that you go through each day just looking for your next challenge or, the next thing that's coming along. If you're going back and you're going to look back at all the things that have happened behind you, you're not going to have time to be ready for what's coming down the road at you. And that's the way it is when you're in this business. This is a warrior business. You got to be prepared every step. You just can't rest on your laurels because someone's coming down the road ready to knock you down and take your spot.
10-time NBA scoring champion. 9-time all-defensive first team. You know that, right?
Yeah.
NBA Finals?
Yes.
Do you understand that Jordan was MVP all 6 NBA Finals?
Yes.
Do you understand that Jordan never even allowed a final series to go 7 games? You understand that? It never went 7 games.
Well, Michael, you've got a great opportunity to step in there and win a city that is crying for a winner. That is a fabulous sports town in Chicago. And with a little help from a fellow named Michael Jordan, perhaps you can turn that Bulls thing around. What do you think?
Hopefully, I can go in and contribute and maybe turn it around. I'm looking forward to that.
But the best basketball player, if you take a 10 years that ever existed,
Mike.